Hey family, this is Fran Allen. Wow, where to begin? Let's see, this is Wednesday. So, 8 days ago, I had a heart attack. 8 days ago, God put his hand on my heart. There is no other way for me to explain why I am still alive today. I was at home. It was about midnight. And I was dreaming this crazy dream that I was actually having a heart attack. And in this dream, I was in my room. Wow. And I had my hands on my chest. And I kept saying to myself over and over again in this dream, oh my God, I'm having a heart attack. I'm having a heart attack. Oh my God. And then I heard this voice in my dream say, get up, get up. And then I woke up. And my first thought was, who dreams that they're having a heart attack? What kind of nonsense is that? But then I got out of myself and realized that I was actually feeling the same symptoms that I was having in my dream. My chest was like an elephant was sitting on it. It was all this pressure, and I was having trouble breathing. Um, my arms were paining me. They just had this throbbing pain, this pain in my arms, both of my arms. And then they began to tingle. My hands were tingling, and I sat up, and it was like I was so heavy. My legs were heavy. And that moment, I realized that I wasn't dreaming I was having a heart attack. I was actually having a heart attack. And so I got my phone, called 911, and all of that stuff. Um, Tried to get dressed. It was all a blur. I got myself to the front door of my house and turned off my alarm and unlocked the door. And then I managed to get back into my living room and sit down. But when the paramedics came, they couldn't get in. I didn't unlock my storm door. So I got back up and I struggled my way back to the front door, and I unlocked the storm door, and then I collapsed. Thank God that the paramedics were already here, because I didn't have anything left. If I needed to open a door or a window or whatever, I wouldn't have been able to. But they came in and they worked on me, and they were so kind. And I know this is going to sound really crazy, but God uses all kinds of people to send help to you. And when I opened my eyes and I looked at these men who were in my house, these white men who were in my house helping me, honey, it's okay. It's going to be all right. Just, stand up, sit in this chair. Let us get these leads on you so we can get an EKG to see what we're working with. Baby girl, you're going to be okay. These white men who looked like they had just left a set of Duck Dynasty, were in my house telling me that it was going to be okay. And I remember thinking, look at God. He's got jokes. God's got jokes. He done sent the cast of Duck Dynasty to help me. Um, it was comical. And at that moment, I thought, I'm having a heart attack and I'm still making jokes. Look at God, because I knew he had his hand on me. I knew. It never occurred to me that I would not come back to my house. It never occurred to me that this could be the end of my life. It never occurred to me that this was a struggle that I might not win. None of that ever occurred to me. What I knew was that God had his hand on my heart. What I knew is that God was in the room with me. What I knew is that he said he would never leave me nor forsake me, and he did not. They took me out of here and took me to an ER with a cath lab, a cardiac unit, and they put a stent in my heart at 2 o'clock in the morning on March 11th. March 11th. Wow. On March 13th, they did the same procedure all over again because they discovered a second blockage in my heart. And instead of waiting for it to become problematic, they opened up the blockage, put in a second stent, and now all of this is behind me. But what I'm going to tell you right now is that I am so grateful. I am so grateful that I believe in a God that sits high and looks low. I am so grateful that I believe and my faith in him is so strong that when I call his name, he hears my voice and he comes. No matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what situation I am in, when I call Jesus, he comes. And I am so grateful. I am so grateful because I didn't have to be able to be sending this video to you today. But God. But God. So I don't take the little things for granted. Getting out of that bed, making my cup of coffee, waking up in a house with a roof. All those things are not small things. And I'm grateful. I just want to share my story because I didn't have to be here to be able to. So it's part of my testimony. And because it is, I'm sharing it with you. I love you. And until next time, it's Fran Allen saying, this is the first day of the rest of your life. What story are you going to tell? Later.